So here we are, man. We're back at the end of the seventh, and we're gonna end this thing off with our final segment, which is going to be the ultimate Weezy and Drake battle. So we're gonna see the show off, and we're gonna go pound for pound on who do we think is the GOAT when it comes to this. And this is a battle that I probably may have to bring back and see how people feel about. But you know, it's definitely a list right here to give us an idea of what we're looking at. So give me a moment and we'll get right to it. So if you're looking at it right here, we have brought by DJ Booth, we have Drake versus Lil Wayne, an absurdly detailed investigation. So I'm going to read this right here. It says, Drake and Lil Wayne are currently on their aptly named Drake vs. Lil Wayne tour. This has obviously had to be some years back. And while the general hip-hop populace may not view the tour as a historical moment because, you know, this and this and this, it is kind of a big deal. We're talking about well over 20 number one hitting songs hitting the stage every night, many of them with each other. So now that the planets have aligned and we got the perfect chance to cross absurdly detailed comparison of Lil Wayne and Drake of our bucket list, we're going to seize the day, carp diem or whatnot. But enough chatter. Let's get to the important stuff, like who would win in a fight. So let's turn things over for the specifics. All right, so real name, Dwayne Michael Carter versus Aubrey Graham. Considering hip hop has a long line of Carters, we got to give this to Lil Wayne. Also, Aubrey Graham sounds like a counselor at the YMCA at summer camp. So at this particular point, Weezy got this one right here, right? You know what I mean? So what's your take on this, Sterls? What's the harder name, Aubrey or Dwayne?
I think Aubrey is probably a nicer name than Dwayne. I think so.
Yeah, right.
If we're going off of quality of names.
Quality of names.
I think Aubrey is a classy name, you know. Like my
Aubrey?
name could have been Mike, but it's not. It's Sterling. And
Right.
and there's something about names, you know.
Right.
And I think Dwayne, it's a nice name too if you're like, you know. It's not as nice as Aubrey though, if we gonna break it down like that.
Hell no. So check this out. So a name like Aubrey to me sounds like a college girl's name that wears like a fucking knit sweater or something. Aubrey. You know what I mean? But like obviously they've came on to have different monikers and different names. So like, you know, that's that. But let's get to the real shit though, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care for that right now. So at the end of the day, we have this right here, right? Let's do
That
this.
wasn't much of a debate, bro.
Oh no, we going on to the next part. Let's get to the real shit though. Let's get to the music here. Let's see here. God damn it. There we go. All right, so we got. There we go. All right, so breakthrough appearance. Between the breakthrough appearance, we got Go DJ versus Best I Ever Had. So I'm not even going to read this dude's quote. Between the two songs, Go DJ versus Best I Ever Had, do you think, what song do you think would win in that particular point?
I think Drake transcends the Caucasian college kids, honestly, in the debate, I just think Drake is a bigger artist, regardless if Weezy put him on. I think Drake is more marketable. I think he's an easier palette to consume. I mean, we all in the South, especially, like Lil Wayne and Cash Money, and we like that. But if you really study hip hop, New York wasn't messing with the
That it,
South. The West
right.
Coast wasn't messing with the South. Andre
Right.
3000, they had to go up there in the Source Awards and be like, hey, y'all, we representing for the South, him and Big Boy. So, I mean, Drake, he kind of started out the gate with a more global audience than
Yeah,
Lil Wayne did. We
that's so
like him
true. He started as an international artist right off the gate just because
out
he's
the
from
gate,
Canada.
bro. Canada wants to be America so bad that Canadians and Americans, we do the same things, but they get bigger pull in other places like France.
I feel that. You know what I'm saying? Best I ever had versus Go DJ. I'm going to pick Go DJ because of the
I
bars.
love Go DJ.
Cause like Lil Wayne killed that shit, my boy. He killed that. Like,
Hottest under the sun.
you know what I'm saying? Like possibly Wayne's best album.
But Drake said head tied. Uh, what did he say, man? Head tied, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you the prettiest. I hope that you don't take it wrong. Like that shit was hard, bro.
Yeah, man.
That
Don't
was
get
so
me wrong.
good.
The reason why Drake was on my radar to begin with, because he was like the only rapper that was not getting killed by Lil Wayne at the time. You know what I mean? Like everybody was getting murked by Wayne at the time. And I'm like, who is this dude holding his own against Wayne? This is
They
way
didn't
back
want
when.
Drake to succeed, bro. Hip hop's toxicity and toxic like street lifestyle. They didn't want what was his name, bro, in Degrassi when he was in a wheelchair.
Oh, they want little Jimmy to do it.
They didn't want him to like break through, and he broke through so hard, bro. Drake's the GOAT, man.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
He's the
Like,
best.
there's good qualities about both of them. Cause like when it comes to like Lil Wayne, the guy's a freaking animal when it comes to punchlines, when it comes to these bars, when it comes to getting on guest features. Now, the thing when it comes to Drake, I feel like Drake has the song structure thing going on. The fact that he could sing, he has that part going on for him. There's a lot of different elements with Drake that are going on, and uh, you know, it gives a little bit of an upper hand. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, Lil Wayne has like so many songs, like the Carter 2, the Carter 1, 500 Degrees. No, was that Wayne? Or was that Juvenile, 500 Degrees?
Nah, that was 400 degrees for
400.
Juvenile. 400 degrees for Juvenile, but 500 degrees was what Wayne made.
There you go.
Lil
So I
Wayne
mean,
made.
bro, I don't even like. Not that I don't like the who's the GOAT conversations. It's just it takes away from like the greatness. You trying to put one person above another one to say he's better, so he's more valuable. But like I like Linkin Park the same way I love Rage Against the Machine. And
Right.
I was trying to tell my friend John today, shout outs to John D, that
What's
I
up,
feel
John?
like hip hop's competition and the comedic competition, and I feel like competition could be sharpen your sword, but at the same time you destroy. So you don't have to destroy an art form to add to it. That's
Right.
redundant.
Right.
And I feel like
I
hip
feel
hop
that.
does that a lot, where we want to say, the locks, like the locks versus Dipset. They're both good
Woo! Don't
groups.
even. I know, but Jadakiss spanked everybody though.
Yeah, but
Jadakiss
don't
came and
mean that
spanked.
Cam ain't
No,
it.
hell no, bro. We love Cam, bro. And it's crazy because cats in the South, we love Cam, bro. Don't get me wrong, we love Cam. Killer come, yeah. Like we fuck with Cam. It's just, I guess they came on more aggressive. Like it was like aggression versus swag or something.
No, it's
You know?
just Jadakiss is so tight. He's airtight with his showmanship that's a lot of words to memorize and be able to freestyle and just crush it. And he won in the showmanship
Yeah,
more
he
than
definitely
anything.
was stole the show. Did you see the
Yeah,
Jeezy and did you see the Jeezy and whatchamacallit?
Gucci
Jeezy
Mane.
and Gucci Man? That was
Yeah, that
pretty
was a
good.
weird one.
It was a weird one. They would take a shots at each other. I was actually reading the Young Jeezy book, and that's where the book ended. It ended
Word.
at the book ended at that concert. You know what I mean? And he was saying he was like trying, like Young Jeezy was saying, like he was trying to, because Jeezy's grown a lot over the years, and he's
Yeah,
on some
he's
grown
lucky he
shit.
didn't get his ass killed
Yeah, he's
because
still,
somebody died over it.
bro. He had a lot of things he went with, but he grew up. You know what I mean? And it shows in his music. His new album, God, uh, what was it like? I might forget, but I don't forget. That album is actually really freaking good, but it's a developed version of Jeezy,
I gotta check
and
it out.
yeah, it's really
The
dope.
the
It's a double
best
album.
Jeezy there's ever been was Snowman Jeezy.
Oh, you already know that's the classics right there.
Jeezy the
We going
Snowman.
Yeah, we're gonna do. I'm glad you said that because we're gonna do a Godfather's a Trap episode. So that's something to think about right there. Who
That's
really
hard.
made the trap? Yeah, who is the Godfather of the trap? We might even go into the producers too. So stay locked in with us
I mean,
about that, y'all.
if you want to get real controversial on that episode, the Godfather of Trap is the CIA. They created the drug trade.
Damn, dog, they are the Godfathers of trap, bro.
They
Them
created
and Frank
the
Lucas, bro.
environment for people to fail.
Damn, boy.
Something to
Damn,
think
bro.
about.
My phone is tapped, so was the living room. Bitch, everybody's phone is tapped nowadays, god damn it.
They
But
tap in
anyways,
their own phone.
yeah, boy, they tapping their own phone
They
and they
self
giving you
snitching.
a location. Like, here's my location. Come murk me, please. But
I know that's probably the saddest. That's one of the saddest things of the social media era, man. I feel like, especially guys like Pop Smoke, I think it's really disappointing, man, that all he did was post his address and those guys came to take his chain and kill him. They really came to kill him, all because he posted his address on a Instagram story or something, and they knew where he was and they came and he could have took his necklace and then kill him. And I really like
yeah,
Pop Smoke. I think he had really good music. So
you know what? Yeah, Pop Smoke was a good, promising artist, and I really would like to see what he was doing because there's a new wave of like some stuff coming from New York, and I honestly I can't tell where some of these cats are from nowadays. To be honest, I just know the sound, and it's a certain sound. Like, I didn't even know drill. I mean, I'm an old head, obviously. I didn't even know drill was a Chicago thing. You feel me? Because
what?
it
How you
sounded like.
didn't know?
I mean, I obviously found out when I found out about all the stuff. I was, King Von, everybody like
That's
that. But
I
I didn't
always
even know
felt
the
like
sound.
Drill was name, bro. He sounds kind of like a gremlin a little bit. Blah, blah. He sounds like blah. You know what I'm talking about? He's got the skinny dreads, man. He's like the Godfather of Chicago drill. Uh, that's that shit I don't like.
Oh, Chief Keef.
I feel like, yeah, that's when I started hearing the name Chief Keef.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was going on the internet and I'm sitting here finding all types of shit from 2014, 15 that I didn't even know about. All that shit, that whole Chief Keef era, I wasn't even listening to hip hop music at the time. So like, there's a lot of stuff out there. But yeah, man. So back to this thing right here. So according to this list, we have as far as mixtapes, we got Wayne's 9 billion mixtapes, obviously, and then Room for Improvement is So Far Gone. Yeah, yeah, when it comes down to it, we gotta give it to Weezy for the um for the mixtapes, man. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Like he
Yeah, but Weezy
definitely,
was straight. That he did. He was the mixtape guy, man. That was his
yeah,
era.
man.
And
You know,
who would say that Drake would have that enthusiasm because he picked up on the wave of frequency, but does he have that, Southern hunger where you got to show up in every hood around the country and, with a bunch of CDs and a couple guns? And Drake has that, or Weezy and Cash Money had that.
right.
So he definitely takes the crown on the, and without
Hmm.
Wayne, there wouldn't be Drake. So
Yeah, man. And that's one thing. It's like it's kind of like LeBron and it's kind of like LeBron and Jordan. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring up LeBron without bringing up the fact that Jordan paved the way. You know what I mean? You can't skip out on that fact that Jordan paved the way, even though Bron's bringing those numbers that may succeed, may outdo him. Still, that person that was the pioneer, the person that made it a thing to do that. You know what I'm saying? You had to wear some Jordans, so I
but
totally
that's just
understand
the
that.
culture, dog. Like
Right.
the culture is like pitting one person against each other, and everybody acts like it's a fun conversation, but they do it in politics. It's just like you kind of adapting your oppressor's way of thinking about things instead of working together to, creating something that's wonderful and great. I think there's too much divisiveness in the United States, man. The
Yeah.
Western culture is destroying itself from within because everyone competition. I think
Right.
everybody, you never hear rock stars, bro. Rock stars, metalheads.
Right. It's a different
You just
world.
never hear them on interviews talk about
Oh, I don't like.
Metallica sucks and
I mean, you see it every now and
a
then, but
little.
it's
You
not.
got like Dave Mustaine talking about Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, who used to be in Metallica, talking about Metallica. You know, they're not good
Yeah.
judges of character, but they never really say like, "Damn, that band sucks," because they
Right.
appreciate.
Right. And they don't go on a campaign too to do it. They're like, oh
Right.
man, I don't like you. I'm gonna make a song about you. I'm gonna go release it as a single because I don't like you. And
It
it's
doesn't
like,
persuade the art, and I think hip hop is kind of a dying genre.
I don't think
Honestly,
it is. I just feel like it's just honestly reflecting the state of the people in the culture. People are hurting right now, man. People are not in their best. People that were doing way up here are seeing what life is like down here, and people that were down here are trying to fucking hold it up and keep it together. So like, uh, you know,
no, they're down here are trying to like make it worse by self snitching on themselves and talking about the worst parts of their culture instead of. But that's by design. That's the record companies. That's they're giving them candies and money to the death and destruction of their own community, and it's really unfortunate, man, because you don't get the best art form if you just focus on negativity all the time. And I hope that hip hop at some point, there's only so many J. Cole's out there that can make
mhm,
hot songs that are halfway
right,
positive.
right,
People ain't getting paid to make spread positivity, unfortunately. Like I listen to a lot of music from the 60s and 70s. And if you look at the history, that's the Vietnam War. That's Kennedy's assassination. That's the Cuban Bay of Pigs, Fidel Castro taking over Cuba. And
okay,
there's a
well
lot
I
of
see
crazy.
it. Okay, well I see it.
Que vuelta serie, que vola,
Okay,
que
okay, well
vuelta. But that was a real negative time. But if you ever hear the music, it's like so happy together. It was turmoil times, but they sang about happy stuff to uplift the community, and hopefully one day, our society could turn around instead of, yeah, there is shooting and killing outside, but what's inside? And if all they have inside is negativity, then that's what they're gonna write about. So
So basically,
hopefully they could turn that around.
world, get like the Cubans and dance, baby.
Hey,
You know
hey,
what I'm saying? We in Florida, aka little Cuba, little Haiti out here. You know what I'm saying? Shout
one
out to my
time,
Zoes and all that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my
que voila,
Jamaicans.
say,
Shout out to my niggas from Trinidad. Shout out to my niggas from Jamaica. I think I already said that. Shout out to niggas from Barbados. Shout out to my niggas from Afghanistan. Shout out to my niggas from motherfucking England. We got a lot of people out here in the 239, and as we keep going, we're gonna go and show you some of those things. So I'm gonna blow through the rest of this whole thing right here for this, Drake and Lil Wayne thing, and then we're gonna, get to the plug. All right, so now we're talking about the Weezy album. So we're saying when it comes to the album discography, so I'm gonna read this little segment here. It said, here's where things get interesting. There are a few things to consider here. First, Weezy has more albums, 11 to Drake's 3, 4 if you count So Far Gone, but he has also been in the game longer. Wayne has dropped his first album 11 years before Drake's debut arrived. So if you were going by volume, Wayne has Drake beat, not to mention the Carter series. But if you level the playing field, I actually think Drake beats Wayne, or best Wayne. Hear me out. With 2.6 million copies sold, Drake's sophomore album, Take Care, is his best selling to date. It took Lil Wayne 5 albums to outsell Take Care. The Carter 3 sold 3.6. Aside from the Carter 3, none of Weezy's 10 other albums have outsold Drake's second major effort. Plus, Drake got in there just 2 albums as opposed to Lil Wayne, who took 5 and a shit ton of mixtapes to break the 2 million mark. Then you factor the success of Nothing Was the Same and Thank Me Later selling each 1.5 million in the US. And I think you have to give the edge to Drake, especially considering that Drake came up in an era when album sales were in severe decline. Even though he has less than half the albums, he's got Wayne's numbers. That's crazy. And I think that you can you can argue that Drake's album outputs have been far more consistent quality. Whoa. That's a good take right there. So they're saying Drizzy got that one right there. What's your take on that, man?
I mean, think about what Drake was, or what Lil Wayne was probably producing on, whether it was Fruity Loops or whatever audio quality they had at the time, versus what Drake is.
Nah, Drake. They didn't have Fruity Loops back when Wayne was around. Like when
That's
Wayne
what
was
I'm
younger.
saying though. Like Lil Wayne had a works more limited palette than what Drake is able to accomplish. And let's not forget, this is a big thing, bro. I don't want to sound too much like Kanye, but Lil Wayne is from Louisiana. Lil Wayne's from the projects. They had to scrape up what they had to do. Like what they had was less resources. Drake
See,
Drake
that's
had a lot more resources at his disposal because of his culture that he comes from.
true. And
His
this Disney Channel, he a Disney kid.
and he had more opportunity. So when Wayne was 8 years old or 13 or whenever we seen him first, like that's what they were working with. And
Now,
Drake, he had Disney money at the
right,
same time.
but
If you're gonna compare apples to
right,
apples,
right. That's a factor, but Disney money does not necessarily always equate to people feeling you. Drake got people to actually feel him. Like this, Drake ain't the first Disney rapper out there. You know what I mean?
you think Drake got people to feel him, or do you think that he was highly marketable by the corporations that ultimately probably control him because He's not
Yeah. See, the thing about it
he's
though
not
is that
independent artist. So he was put in front of us. So we got used to his face and his sound. And then they molded everyone like, hey, could you sound a little more like this guy? And now they're like, there's a little bit of brainwashing from the record companies to make us feel like the Drake makes the best music. Even when you listen to his new album, it'd be 15 or 20 songs of the same frequency, same content, but we're all supposed to eat it up because we're a bunch of dumbasses, right? He ain't the greatest. He makes good music, but
no, he makes good music. Now,
it ain't that.
see, what I'm getting at though is the fact that I've seen other rappers that have had the backing that Drake has had, but still did not get the support, or they did
Who?
not put it out good. They didn't get. They put the music out because there's a lot of people that put music
Who?
out and don't get. Say like somebody like Orlando Brown or some shit. He's a Disney Channel cat. You know what I
Orlando
mean?
Brown.
Yeah, he tried to rap. Nick Cannon, the Nickelodeon cat, he tried to
Nick
rap. He had the
Cannon.
money to do it, but nobody feeling his shit like that. No
Because
disrespect to
Drake
the
got
man,
the
but
Riz. Drake's
right,
got so much Riz.
but he actually had a little bit of the actual talent. Now, whether people, the ghostwriting debate's a whole nother thing, but the fact of
Oh,
him
that's
actually
true
having a
too.
talent,
That is
you know what I
true,
mean?
but I mean,
Now, to both artists' defense, both artists have been accused of ghostwriters.
mhm.
You know what I mean? By Gilly. Gilly said Wayne, he wrote Quarter One for Wayne. We obviously know what happened with the Meek Mill and Drake situation. So it's one of those things where it's like, man, it might they kind of on the same boat in a sense, but like you could tell one person was marketed in a more commercially friendly way. We saw Wayne come from young gutter fucking what kind of boy can them, the hot boys. We came from that, so we seen that not everybody know Wayne like that. Some people know Little Wayne from Lollipop. So
La
right, it's crazy because everybody called it his best song. For me, I'm like, man, there was way better
Who
songs.
calls it his best song, bro? What
No,
22-year-olds are you hanging out with that they
oh
think
yeah, they got to
Lollipop is
be
the best song?
obviously it's the younger generation that feels like
They were in 12th grade when Lollipop
Lollipop
came
came
out, and
out.
that defined the Lollipop and like Katy Perry.
Yep.
That defined their music sound.
Yeah. The songs
So,
of our generation are Booty 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 Rocking Everywhere. That was
like
the song of our
T-Pain Buy You a Drink, is they're like, oh, I remember this song when I was a kid. They're that old.
Damn, boy. I remember that.
That
Damn, that's scary, bro. God.
when
I
you
feel
were
so
humping,
old.
when you were humping in the club, the boots with the fur. They were in grade school, man. They were in 5th grade.
Bro, yeah, bro. So by that, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for making me feel old as shit. But anyways, like,
I'm old
bro,
too, man. I'm 32.
I know, man. So
I'm
like when these
seasoned.
songs, when Boots with the Fur, if Boots with the Fur is an old school joint of the day, it makes me wonder what
I
great
used to hate that
masterpiece.
song, bro. They used to play that on 105.5 The Beat like all the time, bro. I hated that song.
It was not my favorite. Flo Rida's great artist as far as a pop artist, but it's just not my type of thing. But more respect to him because he's getting to the bag. That's an underrated. Flo Rida getting to the bag. We may not hear about it, but he getting to
I
the
like
bag.
when you, I like when you like totally switch genres and sell out. You just kind of like you get that title of getting to the bag. It's like when Pitbull went from like a hardcore hip hop artist to like
Right?
dressing up in all white, shaking his dick in front of a bunch of South Americans with like, yeah, pictures getting to the bag. I used to like P to the I to the TT to the BB to U W the L. Me and myself like ice cream in hell. This is my people who's locked up in jail. I'm gonna succeed. I'm never gonna fail. 506 SWAT. I'll die for my motherfucking clique. For my clique.
Hey,
Now he's like shaking like a Polaroid picture with his dick in the air, bro. He's a sellout, but you know what? Sell out,
hey,
man. Sell out
Hey,
all day.
hey, that's neither here and there. I ain't,
You
his
gotta
opinions
sell
are
out.
mine.
Sell out's not a bad word, man. If you have all these things in your house and you put it on Facebook Marketplace, you would want to sell out too, man. It's about elevating yourself and pushing positivity, man.
I was
That's what
just
it
on
really
Facebook
means.
Marketplace. I just got this damn chair. Shout out to, if you're watching the podcast right now, shout out to Homeboy. You know what I'm saying? He got his own podcast. I wish I had the car. But shout out to Homeboy Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for
There
this
you
chair,
go.
this beautiful gaming chair. So y'all can see it real quick. Hold up. This beautiful gaming chair. Oh, fuck, it's not showing it. Well, man, fuck this. Anyways, all right. So I'm gonna get through this Lil Wayne and Drake situation here. And I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean, I feel like as much as I'm a Lil Wayne guy, I honestly feel like Drake might have it for this fact of listenability. If I wanted to listen to a bunch of songs on a trip, I probably would put the Drake, because Drake's gonna have the bars. He's gonna have a song for the ladies. So like, there's a lot of different attributes, but you cannot take away the greatness of Lil Wayne though. Lil Wayne has put words together in a way that no human being I've seen has. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy.
I'll tell you what.
He hasn't fallen off it.
I could define Lil Wayne's like greatness. It's not even his song. It's Juvenile's song. But when he goes, wah, 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 drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. CMB gon' drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. Bro, so like, everybody hits the fucking dance floor. If they're 60 years old, 40 years old, 30 years old, everybody hits the dance floor, bro. So Lil Wayne is Hall of Famer, man. And Drake, I don't know if he's already a Hall of Famer, but I don't see why he wouldn't be. He's very successful. So
he's got some songs on this track list that are definitely memorable. You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to this older lady and she really liked Cell Phone. You know what I mean? Cell Phone was her shit. So like, you know what I mean? I like
call
that fact.
me on
so,
my
like,
cell phone.
Yeah.
Lady,
and
when
seen,
you need some.
Bro,
Yeah, but I don't like Drake's. Look, you know what's an interesting question, Lou? This might be the most interesting question. Who has left the most toxic legacy on earth? Because Lil Wayne's legacy changed from baggy pants to really tight pants and borderline femininity. But then you got Drake, where it's like, we're not like masculine men anymore. We're very emotional. And it's very like, oh, ooh, she left me. So they're both a little like, that's a crazy, like, that's the competition. Like, who has really, like, shaped society with their message?
Hey, one thing I could say about those niggas, they probably wore the dress.
Bro, I never seen Lil Wayne in the dress though. Maybe
they probably wore the dress.
Maybe Aubrey. Aubrey is a name that wears dress.
No, you don't think they wore the dress?
Dwayne don't wear the dress.
Thugger definitely wore the dress, bro.
Dwayne don't wear the dress, but
I know.
I don't know, man, because then you got Birdman, and we ain't gonna go into that. Hey, suck Lil Wayne, Lil Dick. Like, we ain't gonna go into that, bro. We ain't doing that.
Yo, bro, I was watching this shit on Rap City, dog, and I'm just like, he just walks over, like Dead Wrong's playing in the background. Boom, boom, kapong, kapong, kapong. And then nigga just walks over, peck. Boom,
oh, boom, yeah, bro. It changed my life when I seen Birdman I'm like, yo, and Lil Wayne.
This nigga just did Birdman that, bro.
And Lil Wayne and we kissing on the mouth. That changed my life.
We was
I
like,
said,
yo,
whoa.
that nigga did that, bro. And we over here watching Rap City, like, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
hey, that was the beginning that was the beginning, good. You
That
know what I'm
was
saying?
that was a whoa moment, bro. I never kissed my parents on the mouth.
Right?
You got these two
I only kiss
men
my own daddy on the
kissing.
mouth. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's a no-no where I'm from.
My biological daddy, nigga.
But
God.
then